Hello Aquarius, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Aquarius is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It's totally free, doesn't cost you anything. If there's anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Aquarius, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And we've got an Emperor energy. This is a lot of discipline. This is a lot of commitment. I think it's a lot of responsibility. I think, well, let's put this into some context. It feels to me like you are being given the opportunity to really step up, right? And then we've got the Six of Pentacles now. Are you being asked to take over a project? Are you being asked to lead something somewhere? We've got the Devil card. Look at that. My goodness. We have a Queen of Cups over there, a Two of Pentacles, a Nine of Pentacles. Look at these Pentacles, man. These are really good. More Pentacles. Prince of Pentacles, and final card, an Eight of Pentacles. I don't think we've ever had all Earth cards on the path of the Serpent here. But let's not mistake it. It doesn't mean necessarily that this is all like work, financial, career stuff, right? It is something that has a physical, mechanical component. It is something that you are now responsible for manifesting. It's almost like I feel like you wanted this. Here it is. Now you got to take care of it. Now you got to do it. Now you've got to continue building upon it, right? Let's select the mystery card before I forget. I just did a reading for Capricorn, and I forgot the mystery card until the very end of the reading. I was a little embarrassed. It was fun. Anyway, mystery card over here. Tiny Bob Ross is going to look out for that card for us. And we're not going to look at that card until the end. But it will tie everything together. It will give us the confirmation that we need. All right. If at any point during the reading you feel like you know what that card is, I want you to put your prediction down in the comments. Let's do it together. Let's make it a group exercise in intuition. Okay. All right, let's take a look around the room here because we've got major. Is that it? I thought we had more majors. No, I guess we just have the two. I guess we've got the Emperor and the Devil. Yeah. And the Emperor and the Devil. I do feel like there is, I feel like there's an attraction to like electrical storms, like lightning and stuff. I wonder if some of you out there are maybe there's an electrical storm going on right now. I know we had some snow here. Yesterday was kind of wild, but today not so much. I wonder if you're getting a lot of electrical storms right now, or just kind of a big storm with a lot of thunder and lightning. I feel like that's something that kind of is, it's an omen for you in a way. I think it kind of heralds in the beginning of this thing, and it's kind of like when you're It's kind of like when you're a kid and you're sitting at the window and you see, you see the lightning, and then you count the seconds until you hear the thunder, and you start to think, maybe you think, oh, the storm's getting closer, right? You might just be counting a little bit faster. You never know. But it's kind of that feeling like, I better prepare. We got to get our supplies. It's coming, you know? And I kind of feel that way with you and this Emperor energy. Because I feel like there's this growing anticipation that this thing is getting closer and closer and closer, and I feel like it's something that you're manifesting. I feel like it's something that you then now have to be responsible for, right? It could be a job, could be an opportunity, could be a business, could be a career thing, could be a relationship. It could be a family thing. It could be something with a home. Maybe you're buying a home. Maybe you've been manifesting, a new place to live. You're getting that. Now you've got to work on it, fix it, maintain it, keep it up, clean it. You've got to make it work for you. Maybe this is that job opportunity. I feel like you're being asked to take something over. Okay, I feel like someone has something very significant about their face. Maybe a scar. Maybe they just have a face that really kind of stands out to you for some reason. And I don't know if this is maybe the new landlord or the boss or the new kind of whatever it is that's attached to this idea of kind of you having to take something over. Could be, taking over the apartment, the house, the job, the position, whatever it is, right? Taking ownership of the car, that sort of thing, okay? I think it's more than that. I don't think it's a car because I feel like this is really directly attached to your purpose. Now, this is a creative purpose with the Devil card up here. And to me, this is your ambition, your will, your creativity that is geared toward climbing that mountain, right? Transcending where we are right now, getting better, improving, going up, right? Ascension, progress, getting, moving on up, as they used to say, right? Maybe you're looking for a home that's a little bit further up the hill, maybe literally, maybe metaphorically. Your purpose is geared towards something that's going to make your life better and the lives of those around you, your loved ones, family, friends. It can extend to the community, the neighborhood, the state, the country, the entire world, the entire universe, right, are your people. So with the Devil card, it's not limited to just you being selfish or you and your, immediate family. This could extend out to a lot of other people, the other people that work here, the other people that live in this area, right? Your extended family, that sort of thing. But the idea here is that purpose, that creative ambition that wants to climb, that wants to keep going. Keep going. It's kind of like a reading here that says, this is what you wanted, this is what you are getting. And it seems like this is the beginning of a lot of work. But we've got that Six of Pentacles. And the Six of Pentacles is really wonderful, right? Because it's success. It's material success. It's saying you got it. You won. You got what you wanted. And I think there was some anxiety over it. I don't know that you fully believed yet that you were going to get it, but now here it is. The Six of Pentacles is also us being in harmony. Being in harmony with what? With change. Two of Pentacles. And I'm not jumping around here too much, but I wanted to point out the Six of Pentacles because of its connection with change, with your ability to adapt. And that's really part of this goat energy too, right? And I don't know, was it Dave Chappelle that kind of coined the term the goat, the greatest of all time, right? It's become part of our vernacular now. I kind of feel like that's you in this situation a little bit. Okay, maybe a little bit. I feel like this is something that you didn't fully believe was going to happen, but here it is, and now I think it's kind of a whirlwind a little bit. Now I feel like there's a confidence. There's a little bit of an ego involved with the Devil card here because this is just like, well, I'm going to keep climbing. Nothing can stop me now. Yeah. Spirit is showing me an owl. I don't know if you have an owl figurine or if you have an attachment to owls or you had a pet owl or something like that. But I'm seeing like it's a little small, maybe it's a toy, a kid's toy or something, but I'm seeing like owls. Sometimes these impressions come to me, and I'm always debating whether or not I should transmit them to you or just kind of push them aside. But I feel like in these readings, they're meant to be a confirmation and a validation and a synchronicity for someone. Not all of you have a connection with owls, so if it's not for you, don't worry about it. but it's meant for someone. So I feel like it would be better for me to just relay the message than to kind of edit what I'm receiving, right? I don't want to edit myself. So anyway, owls. The Eight of Wands here in the past position was a lot of the anxiety, I think. I feel like this was also a lot of like, this is a lot of like creative uncertainty, I guess, right? It's kind of like not really knowing the direction that things were going to go. And it's almost like trying to be prepared for a lot of different outcomes. Yeah. But I think it was kind of a holding pattern. It was kind of like you didn't know exactly what it was going to be like, so you kind of trained for everything. Yeah. It's like, we're watching that show Jeopardy. It's been on television for decades. But I feel like that's how the people on Jeopardy train. But I feel for you, I don't feel like it's, like trivia or like that kind of like, knowledge for you. I feel like it's something that's like a skill, something that's with your hands, something that is like physical, mechanical, right? We've got a lot of earth energy here. It could be a financial kind of thing too, right? But I feel like you kind of train for everything because you don't know what questions are going to be thrown at you. You don't know what challenges you're going to face. So you kind of learn a little bit about everything. Brush up on your weak kind of areas, But I feel like this was, but it's almost as if there's no progress being made in this situation, right? It's kind of like that holding pattern. Just don't know what to do right now. Nothing is final. Nothing has really happened yet. So I'm just going to, instead of sitting here with jazz hands, like spinning my wheels, I'm going to just start studying and practicing and learning new skills and kind of honing some of my talents and trying to refine, what might be required of me. Yeah, as you climb this mountain. But then we encounter some water energy. Okay, I wonder if there's a female energy in your life that's very significant to you. With the Emperor and the Queen of Cups, I'm getting this kind of feeling of someone's older, someone's younger. Could be like a father-daughter kind of situation. But I feel like there's kind of an older and a younger energy, and I feel like they've never quite seen eye to eye, and there's always been a little bit of tension there. But I feel like there is an olive branch being extended. Now, this isn't going to resonate with everybody, but if there is if you are in this kind of conflict with a family member right now, I feel like Spirit is nudging you in the way of extending the olive branch. Okay, like this card, the Knight of Cups. This is down beneath the surface. For some of you, this is the recommendation. It's not an order. Spirit's not telling you what to do. The Tarot's not telling you what to do. I certainly am not telling you what to do. This is the nudge that says maybe this is a good time for you to kind of reach out and offer the olive branch to this person. Okay, I think it's a family member. There's also something to do with the eyes. I don't know if there's glaucoma in the family or if there's some sort of an eye problem. I feel it's both eyes, not just one. So it might just be vision that's kind of deteriorating, or it's like a glaucoma, or it's something to do with the eyes that is connecting with someone in your family. Okay. The Knight of Cups, though, down beneath the surface for the collective. This is the way I think we have to remember that in all of this fiery ambition, in this successful world, right, that we're experiencing, we're living in harmony with the way things are flowing, the way things are changing. Now our 8 has become an Emperor and a 6 of Pentacles, that we are right there in the middle of it, and we're in harmony with the universe. We don't want to go too much into the devil energy. We want to keep our eye on some of this water too. And to me, that is kind of like, remember your purpose, remember your compassion, share your gift, share the wealth with those around you. Remember that we are doing this to alleviate suffering, to improve the quality of life for ourselves, but also our loved ones. It's not just for you alone, right? So the Knight of Cups is giving and receiving love and affection. Remember to be grateful, right? Sometimes this card to me is all about acts of kindness and gestures of gratitude. Even if it's just keeping a gratitude journal, right? Writing down on a daily basis those things that you are thankful for. Trying to show the people around you that you are thankful for them. How can you do this with some sort of a gesture or an act, right? And this doesn't have to be a huge gesture, right? The little things also very much matter. Okay, because we see in the future that with the Queen of Cups, you're coming to understand the importance of the deeper things in life. Right? You're coming to appreciate those things in life more. We see all this earth energy and we kind of get wrapped up in the surface of things, the mechanical movement of things, in the money, in the work, in the physical stuff. But it's everything underneath the surface that really matters to you, and that is starting to matter even more. There is a real depth to your soul. Okay? And the Queen of Wands says that you are connecting with this work, this opportunity, this progress, this change in your life in a way that is really kind of brings a tear to the eye, right? It's that sacred to you, or it hits really, really deep with you. Connects with something that is essential to your being. Yeah. And this is kind of, there's a difficulty here, right? Because who wants an emperor that is just crying all the time, right? That's just emotional and, is too sentimental or is just, But I think that's kind of, that's exactly what the emperor needs, right? The emperor needs to be yielding. We want an emperor. We want to be the emperor that has compassion, right? Compassion is the vice of the emperor. Yeah. It's something that as an emperor you indulge in, that you do, and that's just kind of sometimes it's your weakness. Oh, I just can't resist sharing what I have with other people. And that's kind of, that's my bad habit, so to speak, right? And it's a very good bad habit to have. So I kind of feel like that's the way you kind of see it, or maybe that's just the way that we've been raised to kind of look at it, that we've got to kind of, we've got to hoard what we have, or we have to be very protective of it, and then it's kind of a show of weakness to be generous, to be giving. And it's not to say to give all your money away or anything like that, but just to be aware of these feelings in yourself, yeah, and how we might be thinking or looking at them. Because the one thing that we're missing in the reading today, I'll tell you, we don't have any swords cards. We have fire, we have earth. We got enough water to make do. We don't have any swords cards. So the swords cards are going to be very important. And I think the Knight of Cups is important for that, because it's saying don't lose connection with other people. We don't need the sword. We don't have to look at everything as being some sort of a debate or argument. We can connect with other people through gestures, through kindness, through acts of appreciation, right? Gestures of gratitude. Let's move to the path of the serpent. And as I do this, I'd like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Totally free. It doesn't cost you anything. And it helps out the channel, and I really do appreciate that. So let's take a look now. We've got the first card that we come to is change. The reason why this is going to be so successful for you is because you understand change. You live in harmony with change. You know that your feelings, your thoughts even, your actions, your creative will, your purpose, all of that is it's all tentative. It's all temporary. It's all subject to change at any moment. It's written in the fine print of life. Subject to change. with no notice, right? And you've understood that. You've figured out a way to maybe not anticipate it, but maybe there's a little bit of that kind of presentience, precognition. But being able to really move with it and adapt with it. Yeah. And I think that's really how you're going to be the most successful, is to not think that, I'm here, I've made it, and you just kick back, put your feet up. No, you've got to gear up and get ready for what is coming next, because things are always going to be changing. This mountain, you don't know the terrain. And the terrain, well, anything could happen. The weather could change, right? The winds could change. And there is an absence of air here. There's an absence of, when the higher up we get on the mountain, the more difficult it is to breathe and to speak, right? There's that, the air gets thinner as we rise. So I kind of feel like, in some ways, the more successful you get, the less people you trust. The more successful, the higher you climb, the less companions you find with you. So it's lonely at the top, as they say, right? So we've got to be aware of that too. And I think that Knight of Cups is helping us with that. But we need a little bit of air energy anyway, to be aware of that and to, to not let that affect us too much. But back to the good news now with the 9 of Pentacles, 6 to a 9. Well, that's progress. And the way you're able to make this progress and to make this thing more successful than it already is, to grow this, you're being given the keys to a company, and now you're turning that company into an empire, right? Maybe literally, this may be an analogy, right? Could be symbolic. But that's essentially what's going on here. Okay. You are you're taking something that is good and making it wonderful, tremendous, marvelous. I don't even have the vocabulary to explain it, right? That's the nine of Pentacles. It's about the visible signs of growth. This is about finally turning a profit now. The numbers were finally in the black. Yeah. And now we can see it. Now really things are starting to happen. I don't know what, it was a cartoon or something I'm thinking of, where it's kind of like, it's one of those sequences where it just it shows things kind of happening in a over time, like quicker. And I don't know what cartoon it was. I think it might have been Disney. But it's just a desk, and there's just coins that start stacking up on someone's desk, and it's just coins, stack of coins, stack of coins, stack of coins. I don't know, maybe it was the Scrooge, the Christmas one, right? The Disney Christmas thing. But anyway, that's what I'm seeing with the 9 of Pentacles. That is just like, over time now, over the next few months, this thing is just like, coins stacking up all over the place. So it's something that has physical results. It is something that you're going to be able to touch and spend. You know what I mean? And so this is very good. And this card's in the environment. And so this is really the external, visible kind of signs of the success that you can touch and interact with, right? But now what? Now the hard part, keep it going. See, now we've got a Prince of Pentacles, and that's the fixed earth energy. This is the energy that has to keep the thing going, right? Has to keep the thing going. Spirit's showing me the oyster on a half shell. I don't know how you eat those or if you eat those, but what's the story with the oysters? Something funny about the oysters. And something with the ear. I don't know. I don't know who that's meant for. The ear and the oyster. I think maybe it's a joke or a prank, practical joke or something like that. Anyway, there's a lot of laughter surrounding that combination of images. But back to the Prince of Pentacles here. You have to keep this going. It's a sustainable situation. Okay? And that's what we hear, renewable, right? Sustainable. We got that 8 of Pentacles at the end. And so this is something that if you take care of it, it will take care of you for as long as you want. Generations, legacy kind of thing. Perpetuity. And the 8 really, the 8 is interesting because it's kind of like that holding pattern again that we had with the 8 of Wands. And I think that you're going to realize that all those skills that you've been kind of practicing and training for, all those things you've been trying to learn and do to kind of get ready for whatever life is going to throw at you, all of those things are now paying off. Because now there's this holding pattern, but it's a sustaining kind of thing. That now you're putting all of these skills to good use to maintain this very profitable situation that you're in. You're maintaining it, and this is about knowing moderation, knowing the right amount of things. You know, how much effort to put in, how much to spend over here, how much to invest, how much sunlight, how much water, how much soil. Yeah. The only thing that's missing with this kind of plant garden kind of analogy is the air. You know, plants need that air exchange, the gas exchange. So this is a situation that you can sustain, but it needs to have a little bit of that air energy, and that is really the ability to communicate and be open and connect with people and network, be friendly, be sociable, right? Let's look at the mystery card. Let's see what is going on with Bob Ross here. Thank you, Tiny Bob. If you have a prediction for this card, put it down in the comments. I would like to see the air energy, obviously. An Ace of Swords, 6 of Swords would be real nice. Yeah, would be perfect. Well, let's see. I don't know. I'm thinking 6 of Swords. Oh, look at that. The Empress energy. We have the Emperor, now we've got the Empress. To me, this feels like a perfect fit. This feels like a hand in a glove. This feels like this is, one, this is right where you're supposed to be. Right where you're meant to be. And two, I feel like this is actually something that is going to blow you away. This is something that becomes so good that you don't even believe it. It's almost like, this is a paradise. You know, this is the land of milk and honey. You got to pinch yourself. I think you're going to be pinching yourself, and you're not waking up. Right? You're not waking up. This is the perfect dream, right? The dream life. This is something that I think you never really anticipated. This is kind of like beyond imagination kind of success here. Yeah. And it's because it's this kind of alignment of forces. People, places, things, energies, spirits. All of these things just come together for you in this crazy, crazy harmony. And that, I think, is the 6 of Pentacles, too. Everything just happens to be in this perfect alignment that activates this Empress energy. And that is like the exact thing, the exact match for you. Yeah. This is unbelievable. This is blowing me away. To start with the Emperor and to end with the Empress, with all of this stuff in between, this is like, what I was telling you doesn't even cover half of what it's going to be. You know? I don't feel like I did this thing justice because it's so much beyond what I was even talking about. This is really, really, really cool. Really nice. We're going to do an extended reading. Stick around for that. Click on the link in the corner or down in the video description. New readings for Aquarius every Thursday and Sunday. So 6 a.m. Chicago time, but I'm here every day. Just come on back tomorrow. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Totally free. Doesn't cost you anything. And leave a comment for me. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you, and we're all in this together.